Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. If you're new to my channel, I talk about everything on rebuilding your life along with motivational and inspirational videos. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 of the fastest ways that you can get approved for transitional housing. And these are the most powerful criteria that you need to get you approved faster for transitional housing. I know this because I lived in a transitional house for 2 years, and so I know a little bit about the program. So number one is if you are in a domestic violence shelter, a DV shelter, it's all the same. Some of the shelters have different names, but if you are in one of those shelters, not just if you're living with someone and you're having domestic violence problems, it's if you are in the shelter. And so what you have to do is you go and tell the staff on premises that you would like them to help you sign up to live in a transitional housing unit. That's what happened to me. That's how I got into a transitional housing. Before that, I ever heard of a transitional house. I was in a domestic violence shelter years ago, and that is what they did. I didn't have to talk to anybody in the transitional housing program. The women on premises that was in the office, they did the work for me. And they just, had me talk to them a little bit or give some kind of information, and then just, real basic information. And they basically, and just sign it, and they basically faxed it off and did it for me, okay? You guys are going to hear people out here and seeing the cars and people cutting the grass because I'm in the line picking up my little daughter from school, okay? But we got to get this video in. I got approved to go into transitional housing in 30 days from the time they put in the application for me, okay? They did it through fax. I didn't have to do anything. So that's one of the fastest ways and the criteria that you need. So number 2 is if you're living in a drug rehabilitation center. Now you have to be sober, so it has to be sober. You living sober in a drug-free rehabilitation program, okay? I'm taking it that this is the kind of same way they do it for you on the premises as well. So you will have to ask them about that. But any of these ways I give you, if they don't, the people don't do it for you that's there on the premises, I have videos and I will put it in the description box that you could just click on and then you could go apply for yourself. Number 3 is if you are chronically homeless, okay? You have chronic homelessness and you're in and out of shelters all the time and things like that. That's one of the major ways as well in the criteria that you need to get approved for transitional housing faster. Number 4 is if you're a young parent, a young mother, ages like 18 to 24. That's another way that will push you up to get approved faster. They do have transitional housing for youth from ages 18 to 24 that don't have children, and they take male or female. That's talking about something totally different. So young parent, ages 18 to 24 years old. Number 5 is if you are living in a emergency shelter. So, sometimes you get evicted or you don't have nowhere to go. You have to go to the shelter. So sometimes these shelters are for 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. Each shelter varies, and you have different people working in the office. But you can ask them as well about the transitional housing, putting in the application. And so usually you have your case manager and things like that on premises where you got to do case plans. But if they don't, you take it upon yourself and do the work. And I will leave the link in the description box where you can just hit it, watch my video, and you can learn how to apply for yourself, okay? Now, all these things are the 5 most fastest ways that you could get approved for transitional housing, the criteria that you need. But there are other circumstances and criteria. But the number 1, I do believe, would be if you're in a domestic violence shelter in the drug rehabilitation program upon you being sober. But there are other criteria. I don't want it to stop you just because you don't have none of these things. Maybe you're about to be evicted. I know some places where the person is about to be evicted and they're about to become homeless and call the transitional housing and get on the wait list. And the wait list was only about 3 weeks. So I'll talk more about that in later videos. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already subscribed. Hit the like button, share, and so other people can be blessed by my videos as well. But I talk about everything here about rebuilding your life. Because, I've had to do it quite a bit throughout my life. You can watch my journey, watch my other videos, but this is what I do. People fall short. Sometimes people just make the wrong choice. They make bad decisions. And, you never know until you're in this situation. You're in that situation, how devastating it is. And when people are needing help. So I'm just here to make those videos for you. And that's all I have for you. Stay tuned for the next video. You have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace and blessings. Bye now.